Rudabeh, the final day of witness testimony just wrapped up in the criminal trial for Empire actor Jussie Smollett here at the Cook County Courthouse behind me. Now, both sides must do their closing arguments in order for jury deliberations to begin later today. This is a case that not only rocked the entire city of Chicago, but the nation, too. Jussie Smollett is facing charges for allegedly making a phony hate crime to Chicago police, but the entire time he has continued to maintain that he is innocent. Yeah, that's right, Marley. And as we know, the national average for a gallon of gas is at the highest that it's ever been. We're at a local gas station here in Chicago right now where the price is $4.77 for a gallon. We know that this comes as an unwelcome strain on consumer wallets, but there's many things that you can do in order to save. From knowing which local stations have the best prices in your area to even knowing which days of the week are the best to fill up. Luxury retail centers across the country are increasing security measures to address the rise in smash and grab robberies. Here in Chicago, the Magnificent Mile is a premier shopping destination in the Midwest. But some stores, like the Cartier store you see behind me, are looking to close their doors altogether. And other store owners are telling me they're looking to follow suit because of the rise in crimes big cities across the United States have been reporting. Yes, crime is surging. Specifically, car thefts are on the rise throughout the country, and it's a big problem here in Chicago. In Cook County alone, there were 624 reported stolen vehicles since July 1st this year. Now, if we compare that to the same time period last year, there were only 74 stolen vehicles. So that's a more than 700% increase. And it's vehicles like this, Kias and Hyundais. Models between 2011 and 2021 are being specifically targeted. And when I spoke to the sheriff's office, they told me that a possible reason behind these thefts is a viral TikTok video from a group who calls themselves the Kia Boys. Absolutely, and lawmakers are fed up with the increase in threats that not only FBI agents have been facing, but other law enforcement agencies as well. This comes in response to the FBI's raid on former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. Now there's 2 House Democrats that are pressing 8 social media giants, including Facebook's parent company Meta, to hand over all of their data of how they're addressing these online threats. While organizers tell us that they count on the hundreds of paid employees to manage operations, their work wouldn't be possible without the thousands of volunteers that answer the call to serve. Rudabeh, I spoke to multiple parents of children in the Chicago public school system, and this decision comes as a relief to many. Teachers are set to return to the classroom today, and students will be back tomorrow. Rudabeh, Netflix CEO Reed Hastings has notably been against implementing an ad tier system in the past, but now he says that he's open to giving consumers a choice. And while Netflix is open to implementing this cheaper ad-supported option over the next couple of years, it doesn't fix their immediate problem of losing thousands of subscribers.
I completely agree with you, Carl. And while it seems promising to see these parties coming together, both sides have acknowledged that it's going to be difficult to get any legislation through, which is awful because it should be one thing that they're focused on. This is obviously a crisis at the border.
Hunter Biden makes a bunch of art. He's not exactly an artist. Sells it for $500K. What do you make of that?
I mean, I think it's absolutely mind-blowing that some of this art is priced at up to $500,000. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I'm some famous art critic here, but that just seems wildly high for someone that just started their art career about a year ago. His art dealer is going to make whoever decides to buy these pieces a secret. And Jen Psaki said at a White House press briefing the other day that it's to avoid some shady sales. But there's nothing more shady than a lack of transparency.
You know, Alex, I keep saying that the only person that comes second to Dr. Fauci that has received so much fame and recognition from coronavirus is Gretchen Whitmer. And I mean, she was elected during the 2018 midterms. I covered her campaign. I was still in college at the time. And not many people knew who she was on a national front. And since March, in just 2 months, Cecily Strong has played her on SNL. Yeah. There was a rapper in Detroit that, gave her the nickname Big Gretch and said that she earned her Cartier buffs. And now she's being considered as VP of the United States of America. I mean, talk about a big year for this woman.
Also joined by a favorite here, Emily Finn. She's a Turning Point USA ambassador. Emily, we'll go to you first. We saw LeBron James apologize to China. Now John Cena. Who owns these people? And shouldn't we be concerned about it?
We certainly should be concerned. Well, first of all, ni hao to you, Carl. I actually learned a bit of Chinese in my day. Studied it for a couple of years. The only thing I know how to say is "Woda mei guo zhen, woda zhongguan hong bu hao," which means I'm American and my Chinese is really bad. So I know John Cena had to put in a lot of effort just to make this apology video. I guess he's been speaking Chinese for a couple years. He started learning the language when WWE was trying to expand into China. So it was all for monetary gain, just like this apology video was. Yeah, I guess he's apologizing for saying that Taiwan is a country, but like you said, it is. And it has been since the 1940s when Chiang Kai-shek fled Mao's communist regime in China. And, fast forward to today, Fast and Furious 9 is out. I can't believe there's been so many of those movies at this point. It's starring John Cena. They made $140 million in Chinese box offices. So frankly, it's just sad to see Cena caving to China's pressure.
Yeah.
So he should be standing up for democracy, standing up for the Taiwanese people. I would much rather see a video from Cena standing up for what's right and true, maybe condemning China's genocide of Uyghur Muslims. Make a video saying that that's humbu hao. That's really bad. Make a video standing up for Hong Kong, saying that Hong Kong should be free. But unfortunately, Carl, we all know that's not going to happen because at the end of the day, all Cena cares about is making millions of dollars.
Yeah, John Cena. Well, I can tell